My brothers and sisters in Christ, as we move into ordinary time, we hear a passage from the fourth Gospel, John symbolized by an eagle because of the theological heights to which he soars. Today's Gospel recounts the first of the seven signs, the first half of John's Gospel. At first hearing, signs sounds like miracles. A more careful listening reveals an important difference. John's signs have two levels, the one that our senses read and the one that points to deeper reality, some aspects of the meaning of Jesus' life. John's Gospel is different. Abundant wine traditionally symbolizes God's generosity. Water jugs of that period contains about 25 gallons, just as additional wine was enough for 100 guests to have 30, not 8 ounces of glasses of wine each. Could we call that a staggering amount of wine? This would certainly provide a challenge to wine enthusiasts. This episode begins with Mother Mary. Mother Mary's faith elicited Jesus' response, which was at first reluctant. John makes it clear that Mother Mary's faith is central to the action of the story. She is also the catalyst for the belief of others. John makes startling statement. They began to believe at this time. Mother Mary's faith, her initiative, her trust brought those present, guests and disciples alike, to trust Jesus. As we know, trust is faith. Wine is abundance was an Old Testament symbol of God's salvation at the time of the end of time. This first sign of Jesus in Cana points to Jesus as the source of wine in abundance. John's Gospel is subtle. It is not a simple miracle story. Do we appreciate the sign that Jesus has placed in our lives? Do we grow from what God has done in our lives and allow it to deepen our faith, and significantly change our lives? Do we allow life changes in our relationship with God to spark the growth of faith in others? This is what the Gospel is challenging us to do today. We learn from a sign. Your faith, my faith, is strengthened by each of us. Our faith is a sign seen by others. What attracts others is the love that is seen, the gifts we have as common community, and the generosity with which we share them. When we pool talents, the wonderful things called community happens. We have in our pooled giftedness exponential power. We have the Spirit of God within us. Our gifts do not diminish us in the giving. We ourselves grow in giving. If God deals in 25 gallons jars, it is ever right for us to deal in half pints. God's self-gift calls for our response to be extravagant. As Mother Mary was the catalyst, the first sign in Cana in Galilee, may we be the signs, the catalyst, where we live, labor, and love every day. I wish you God's blessing and have a great week.